Well, good morning and welcome to Hubbards, Nova Scotia. This is Walk with Steve on a rainy Saturday. So we're going to have a little bit of fun today. I'm just going to do a quick little walk around Hubbards, Nova Scotia. I'm near the Hubbards community waterfront area, and we'll do a quick little walk around Hubbards. And good morning to everyone. It's a little bit of rainy here. It's about +6 or so. This is the community waterfront and park. And during the summertime, they actually have some movies down there. You can see some of the boats are going to be launched here very shortly. And most of the snow has gone. So those that are familiar with Hubbards, Hubbards is located just outside of Halifax. It's about a 40-minute drive or so from Halifax to Hubbards. The Hubbards area is a bedroom community almost of Halifax in some sense. The highway is going to be built here, and what I mean by that is they're going to be twinning the highway, and it's going to be kind of a cool little spot. So Hubbards is a very quiet little community. There's lots of beaches that are located around this area, and basically it's famous for the Shore Club. And if I did a pan across the water in the Hubbards Cove, you would see way down there would be the Shore Club across the pond, and this is a new coffee shop here in Hubbards, and it's called Hubbards Cove Coffee. Some of the other spots here are the Hubbards Post Office. We have Cove FM, and one of my favorite spots here in Hubbards is the library. Now, I have to tell you, one of the cool spots about Hubbards is that Hubbards is actually located both in Halifax County and then in the county next to us. So let's take a quick little walk. Now the library is here, and this is the J.D. Schaffer Memorial Library. This is a library that's part of the Halifax Public Library System. They offer lots of crafts here. They also have amazing community support in the library here. It has a nice little selection. You can actually take a lot of books out from other parts of the library system and then also be able to return them here. I know just from personal experience here, there's a lot of after-school programs for children here. They have a nice little play area set up here as well. And there are lots of programs. They do have movie nights here during the winter time, once a week. They also have a great selection of DVDs, and they've been extremely helpful as well to take in books from the different areas. You can see the kids were doing a little bit of arts and craft here as well. The library is about to open. What I really enjoy about this library in particular is the library has such a wonderful feel to it. This is almost the hub of Hubbards in some sense, that everybody comes together here. The other cool part about this is that this library has been here for almost 50 years. It's one of the oldest libraries at least in the Halifax area as well. The library system is, for me, it's been able to take a lot of the old-time thoughts when I started to do reading when I was a youngster in Stellarton, and going to the library with a library card. And the other cool spot about this library, it has free Wi-Fi. You can come out in the summertime and sit on the chairs over here, have some free Wi-Fi, and enjoy a coffee. This is the J.D. Schaffer Memorial Library. Now, for those that aren't familiar with J.D. Schaffer, I have to tell you, he certainly left his mark here in Hubbards. You have to go check out on Wikipedia the story behind this gentleman, but basically he's left a trust fund here in Hubbards. It just has been a tremendous impact on the community and what is done in order to support the community here. Also, if you have a student or if you live in the area, there's funding available as well. There's lots of opportunity for post-secondary studies as well. The best I can tell you is that check out J.D. Schaffert and also look at the history on his wonderful contribution. And by the way, good morning to everybody. Ellen, thanks for chiming in. And the South Shore is an amazing spot. Hubbards is, for me, it's an all year round spot. I go for lots of walks here. I walk over to the Hubbards Beach. You can actually, it's walkable to Queensland's beach as well. We're going to pop into Hubbards Cove Coffee. Now, Hubbards Cove Coffee is a new little coffee shop that just opened up. And good morning to you, Karen, as well. And if you're watching this, one of the most things that I enjoy about it is the sharing. And if you are watching this, just let us know where you're watching from. We have people that are watching from all over the world. And normally these videos get anywhere between 5,000 to 15,000 views. So I have to thank you for supporting that. And also, if you do like this video, if you want to tell the world how beautiful Nova Scotia is, just sharing this video is a kind of a cool way in order to do it. So we'll just pop in and say hello. And this is a great little coffee shop. So this coffee shop's been located here for just over a year or so. It's becoming very popular amongst the locals here, and they do their own baking here as well. They have some wonderful specials too. And there we have some great little desserts. They also have all-day breakfast here, and there to give you an idea of the menu. Good morning to Janet and Jesse as well. And they do their own coffee. I believe that they're using North Mountain coffee here as well. And it's just a quaint little spot. And we have local businesses that post up their cards there as well. We've got lots of baking going on in the background. I see getting a little coffee ready. I always bring my mug with me, so I also want to get a coffee. Dark roast is great, thanks, man. So who do we have behind the counter today?
Scott.
And Scott,
one of the proprietors.
Oh, wonderful. How's it going for you, Scott?
It's going all right.
Yeah.
A lot of coffee.
Yeah. What's most popular items here?
Probably the cafe caramels and breakfast sandwiches, I'd assume.
Oh, wonderful. And I notice during the weekends especially, you have a lot of people come in on early mornings, and you're starting to get your coffee club people too?
Yeah, they're in all day pretty much. The closer the summer gets, the busier it gets all the time.
Yeah. And in the summertime, you see a lot of tourists that come through, or is it local?
We get at least 60% tourists at that point.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thanks for the coffee, Scott.
Thanks, man.
Okay, cheers. So, thanks, Scott, for the coffee. Coffee just runs right through me. Oh, that's the sign of the day. So, if you want to go to a nice little coffee shop here in Hubbards, that's called the Hubbards Cove Coffee. And I'm going to get my lid on there. And good morning to Glenda. And hello to Terry Lynn. Great to see some people watching from Stellarton, my hometown. And it's the community that we have here. It's truly amazing. And I just love bringing people together here on Facebook and sharing some of the magical spots that we have here in Nova Scotia. I have to tell you, since doing this, I'm just having a real chance to connect with a lot of people within our communities, but also it just gives you a sense of the excitement that's going on in rural Nova Scotia, the beauty that we have here as well. the sense of community pride. And I do have to tell you, community pride is no bigger and better than in this. This radio station is called Cove FM, and what intrigued me about this radio station, it's Vinyl Day. So those are people, it's kind of cool. So here we are, we're live broadcasting. So this is a community radio station, and it has their certificate here, and this is all volunteer based. And it has such an amazing little setup here. How you doing? I'm Steve.
Good. I'm Jamie.
How you doing, Jamie? What's going on here today?
Well, we're doing Vinyl-thon. It's an international event. This is our first year. It's been around for 4 years. We only became aware of it this year. National Campus and Community Radio Association, which we're a member of, sent out an email maybe 6 weeks, 2 months ago, saying this is happening and encouraging stations to participate. And surprisingly, I think we are the only ones in Canada that actually took them up onto it.
Wow.
So it's happening today at 140 stations worldwide. Most of them are in the U.S., and we are the only one in Canada.
So how did this all come about? Like, obviously, you're using new technology, and you do recording, and you have, I see assortment of the CDs, and you do pre-recordings, but vinyl.
Largely, like most radio stations, most of what we do is played off of a hard drive, but we've always kept the option open here. We do have some people do their shows entirely off a CD, and we have a few hosts who regularly mix in some vinyl. So I sent an email out to the volunteers and say, hey, who's interested in doing this? We have a lot of vinyl enthusiasts, and pretty soon we had the day filled up, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., completely live, completely off of vinyl.
So people can go onto your website and listen to you, and
yes.
I understand there's an app as well?
CoveFM.com. We're also available on the TuneIn Radio app, so you can find us there, Cove FM, one word, on the TuneIn Radio app.
Awesome. So you think we might be able to sneak in and watch them?
Absolutely. Just wait for the red light to turn off, because they're speaking at the moment, but as soon as the red light goes off, so you can sneak in there.
Why don't you give us a quick little tour here?
Okay, well, this is one of our production studios, our former on-air studio, and it's a bit of a mess at the moment because we normally have one turntable in here and one turntable in there, but we robbed the one from here so we could pull this off.
Very cool. So is this used a lot?
This gets used for pre-recording programs, and it gets used as a backup to our primary studio if there's a technical issue or we just have to do maintenance. So.
And this is into the live studio.
Yes.
And so this is who in here?
Paul and Paul, and Paul's other half, Edwina.
Edwina. Oh, awesome. So
she's basically doing the paperwork for them today.
Wonderful. And I see you have another little room in here as well.
Yes, this is a smaller studio. This one gets used for pre-recording shows and for recording interviews and things like that. In an absolute failure emergency that those two are not available, it could go on air, but it never does.
So I see the lights off, so
okay.
Let's maybe pop in to say hi.
Okay.
So we're in the studio. They're going old school here with the vinyl. We're doing a live broadcast, so if you have any requests, I'm not sure if they can take them or not, but
it might be a challenge.
It might be a challenge today.
Yeah, because everyone brought their own music in from home to do this. We don't have an actual vinyl collection here, so most people just brought in what they intend to play. So
very good. So they're about to go on. So I've been listening and hearing the pops, and just such an amazing sound to hear the vinyl again.
Yeah, and it still sounds great on the radio. I mean, for many, many years, most of what you heard on the radio was vinyl. It's only basically once the 90s came along that it started to go away and get replaced by CDs, and then computer automation.
Oh, awesome.
Okay, the next one's going to play right into Queen of the Hop. There we go.
I see we got some golden oldies going on here.
Well, that's one of the interesting things about vinyl is that most people's catalogs are pre-1990. They still make vinyl. There's a lot of new stuff available, but we don't really have a lot of that. So most of what you're going to hear today is from the 80s and back.
Oh, wow. And I understand this is Record Day as well?
Yeah, it's international. It's no, not International Record Day, but Record Store Day. So most of the record stores actually have specials on. Some of them have live performances in their space and things like that as well. So
when people are interested in volunteer, they just go to the website.
To our website, covefm.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Oh, cheers. Okay. Thanks, guys. So there you have it. So we have a. How are you guys?
Good, how are you?
Good. You want to be live streamed?
No, that's all right.
What's going on?
Just having a look and seeing what's going on here.
Oh, this is not starting?
Coolly.
Oh, very cool. Okay. There you go.
Have a good one.
Thanks. So that's a little bit of a tour of Cove FM, and it's such a neat little spot. And I have to tell you, they've really brought the community together. They got tons of volunteers that are here. The other part about Hubbards is that in the summertime they have a awesome farm market. Now, right now the farm market is not going on, and it starts up in May and it goes till about October or so. And we'll just do a quick little walk into this is the Hubbards Post Office. The Hubbards Post Office is a fully functioning post office. They have mailboxes there. They have counter service as well. So just to get a sense of orientation of where we're at right now is that if we go down to this direction, it'll take you down to Chester area, then Mahone Bay. You're located probably about 15 minutes or so from Chester, and then if we head, and then we're also on the old highway. This is St. Margaret's Bay Road. This highway, if you head out this way, you can actually take you into Tantallon area. It also goes by several beaches, so literally you drive by about 5 to 6 beaches along this road. You can stop and hop out and go for a swim and then continue on. This is the Hubbards Post Office. For those that want to see what a post office looks like, they also have mailboxes that are all set up here. And we have actually a mailbox here, and then they have a counter service, and they have lots of items that are available. So we'll just take a quick little walk in here, and they do have basically a full service here. They have instant MoneyGram available. They do have some books that are available here. They have e-post. You can do your bills online. All kinds of supplies that are available here. It's a wonderful little staff area here. Again, it really brings the community together. If you want to send out all your mail system, it's here. And again, from a rural Nova Scotia perspective, it's such a treat to be able to actually go to a post office and talk to somebody, send something off. And they really serve kind of the glue for the community as well. So again, if you're watching this video, just let us know where you're watching from and give a shout out if you like. So we're having a little bit of a rain here right now, and we'll just cross the street here. Ooh, here we go. And we just it's such an amazing little community here, and a lot of the villages and towns around Nova Scotia, it really has a lot of people that are long-time residents here, but also not only that, you're starting to see a lot of people that are starting to retire to Nova Scotia, and they also use this area as kind of a second home area as well. So, and they have some amazing drives that are around Nova Scotia here as well. So I'm just going to bring you down to the waterfront here as well. And this is Hubbards Cove area down here. And it has, in the summertime, actually right across the water is the Shore Club. And If you've never been to the Shore Club for lobster dinner, cannot stress enough that that should be on your bucket list. It has such a old-time feel, and it's one of the oldest dance halls in Canada, if not the oldest. And we'll just pop down to the waterfront here. There was used to be a large fish factory, I'm going to say processing plant, about 500 yards away here, and they actually did some filming of Black Harbor, I believe. And today's not the nicest day, but what I do like about this time of year is kind of a transition year, or transition time period rather. Most of the snow is now gone, and this is Hubbards Cove, and actually that's my little boat there. I hop out in that and I pop around the cove area here as well, and right across the water, actually you can't really see it, but it's where that yellow house is where the Shore Club is. And there's some amazing drives that are located over here as well. You can literally spend days and days and days exploring the coastline of Nova Scotia. And we'll just pop over across here. This is Don, and Don's a phenomenal guy. And he does boat building as well. He's semi-retired. And just pop right across here. As you can see, the Hubbards Cove area is it's a nice little area. They have lots of moorings that are set up here as well. And I'll just do a quick little pan there for you. And we'll just do a quick little run over to the community area for boating, for those people who love boating area. Do a little pan up around here, give you an idea of some of the homes that are around here. And then also this is an area where there's a lot of cottages in the summertime, also the trailer parks as well. And this particular wharf here, this is a great little spot here as well. Lots of boating takes place here, and there's also some fishing still being done here. There's some lobster traps set up down here as well. The blue place across the water there, that's the Dolphin Inn, and there's some condos that are up there as well. And so again, thanks for watching a little walk with Steve here on a Saturday. We're enjoying the rain. You have to keep in mind, less than a week ago we had some snow, and actually there, if you look straight across, you'll see a boat, and that's the Shore Club there. I'm out of breath a little bit, running around. Also, here's some buoys that are lying around. The lobster season here is going to be winding down soon. I think next month or so it winds down for this area. There's great lobster supper still around as well. And we have one boat that's tied up here. And so I'm just trying to give you a little bit of taste of Nova Scotia. I hope you enjoyed this little walk with Steve. Again, if you're watching, please share this video if you enjoyed it, and show people what a wonderful province that we have here in Nova Scotia. And I just want to say thank you very much for doing a little bit of walking with Steve, and I always have my coffee mug with me, so I'd like to say cheers. Until next time, this is Steve Wilsack on A Walk of a Lifetime. Cheers, everyone.